Hello everyone, I'm Nisha Jose and welcome to this podcast. Today we are diving into a topic that quietly shapes almost every major decisions in our lives, careers. Whether you are a student choosing a new stream or a parent struggling to guide your children or a professional who is wondering, is it really what I want to do in the rest of my life? This episode is for you. We are talking about aptitude test and career counseling, about psychometric assessment and what they are and how they are relevant in today's world. To unpack this, we have Dr. Kamalam Joseph with us. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
She is a professional and expert in career counseling and psychometric assessment, and she is an international consultant of Edumilestones. Ma'am, to begin with, could you briefly explain what aptitude test and career counseling really mean and how they differ from each other? Because I think people have confusion in about this. What is aptitude test means and what is career counseling and how they differ each other? Could you please explain that?
Sure. See, the aptitude test, if you just open the web, you will see multitudes of aptitude tests available.
Okay.
Actually, this aptitude test, what they aim is, they just look into the cognitive abilities of the student or whoever is taking the test. And then their numerical ability, their problem solving capability, all these things are looked into and a report is given in the aptitude test.
Okay.
But in career counseling, it is much different because a career counselor looks into the various aspects of the person which helps him or her to go into a career in the later stages of the education. Okay. Maybe I can put it in simple terms like aptitude test or aptitude, that report can resemble a medical report. If you go to test your blood, you get a report, is it not? It is something like that. And you get an overall awareness, okay, this is like this is what I am. But then in a career counseling, you are going to a doctor, something like it. With the report, you are going to a doctor. The doctor is looking into the report. He understands the report. He understands the person, and then he comes out with a good treatment for the person. You understood?
Okay.
That is the difference.
Okay. So it's like aptitude test helps you to identify the natural abilities, different abilities in you, and the career counseling helps you to translate that identified information to your decision, right? To help you to make right decisions about career choices.
Not exactly that also.
Okay.
See, in career counseling, we look into the psychometric analysis.
Okay.
We look into the personality of the person, and then the interest of the person, the skills and abilities of the person, the values of the person. All these things will add to their ability to work or their happiness to work in a career.
Okay.
Whereas in the other case, they look into the abilities, skills and abilities, or whatever numerical abilities or problem-solving abilities, as I said. All these things are looked into.
Okay.
This is much different. Maybe I can explain it later also.
Okay. Ma'am, do you think career decisions today are more complex than earlier days? And if that is so, what do you think the reasons are?
See, the world is changing so fast. Technology is moving very fast. And so as a result, there are very many differences in the career and the way you have to approach the career also.
There are a lot of options too. Right?
Options are too many. But then again, I will say there are even hybrid careers now, you see.
Yes.
Okay. Like,
especially after Corona.
Yeah, maybe linking technology and design, or what do you say, music and some other therapy. So many
Music and technology.
music and technology, even psychology and business.
Yes.
So many hybrid technologies are there. So the options are many, very many. And
So
you see,
many,
so
so-
many. And you see now the world is becoming too small. I'll always say the world is becoming too small, and you can look into any part of the world for a career, is it not?
Yeah.
So, keeping that in mind, we should be looking at the best opportunity which we can approach
Yeah.
in the career.
And students, there is a lot of chance for students to get confused,
That's
right?
true.
What to choose
That's
and
true.
where to go.
That's true. See, not only for students, if we have so many varieties to just select from, we will also be confused, no?
Yes, yes,
Likewise,
true.
that's
For
true.
parents also, it's
For parents
confusing.
also, yes. Yes.
And for parents, they may not be even aware that these kinds of courses exist.
That, yes,
Yeah.
that is very important. Maybe we'll have to discuss that in
Yes,
detail.
yes, yes. Okay, ma'am. Another thing which I would like you to talk about, give a clarity to our listeners. People often have confusion and doubts about when they should start thinking about career choices. Is it in childhood itself? Is it in teenage or after adolescence? And there is a confusion about that. So, what do you think? What is the right age or stage in which you can seriously think about career choices?
See, as far as India is concerned, we have many different curricula, is it not?
Yeah.
Like we have
Diverse
CBSE, we have CBSE, state syllabus is there, international
school
syllabus is
system.
there, ICSE is there. And for all these things, maybe there are different periods by which, in which the students should look into for a career counseling.
Okay.
For example, if I say the state and CBSE, okay, they are going to take an elective in the 9th and 10th, in the 11th and 12th classes.
Okay,
Is it not?
okay.
So, this elective will decide which stream they are going to.
Okay.
Okay. And that stream decides which career they should select. So, for the state and CBSE, the best time to go for a career counseling is in the 10th standard.
Okay.
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 But when you consider the ICSE and the international curriculum or whatever, there 4 years are there for their elective. Okay. That is 9, 10, 11 and 12. So in the 8th standard itself, you can go for a career counseling
Okay.
to analyze which stream he or she
In
should go
ICSE.
into. Yeah, there, yes.
Okay.
But they can change also later if they see in the student age, actually the interest changes sometimes. Okay, so that way also it is possible to change later. But then
Of
it is
course,
best.
especially in that adolescent ages marked with role confusion,
Correct.
identity confusion.
Correct.
So,
So,
it's a
yeah.
time they experiment with a lot of roles,
Yeah.
and many things can influence their choices and decisions.
Yes.
So,
See, once they missed it, they missed the thing, then they are going for graduation, is it not? So in the graduation, before going to graduation also, they can go for career counseling. But then the, they get only a little bit lesser choices,
okay.
is it not?
So, does it mean that the curriculum they choose can also limit their choices in Indian context?
Yeah,
The
but then
streams.
that is always, see, all the curricula, they are all planned in a very scientific manner.
Yeah.
We cannot just go on changing it, no, one and off. For example, see, after the 10th standard, you select an elective in the 11th and 12th. Okay. So after the 11th and 12th, if you have selected science stream, you cannot go to commerce, BCom.
Yeah.
BCom it is possible now, but then maybe you may not be in a position to go into another stream. Okay. So when you go higher up, your choices are getting limited.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that's what my point was. Because, see, even when students choose their streams in higher secondary, that might be based on their career choice. They might be having
Sure.
something
It is the
in
first
mind.
step. It is the first step. Yeah.
But the reality is that is not often based on their aptitude.
That need not be.
Yeah, that may not be. So again, that is limiting their choices.
Their choices, yes, yes.
So there are the earlier they do the aptitude test, that's better.
I would again say psychometric test.
Psychometric test.
Yeah, the better, yes.
Yeah, okay.
But
Not
I know
aptitude
many
test,
students,
psychometric.
many professionals also. See, we give psychometric analysis for the professionals also. See, they may not be very happy in their environment. They cannot adjust in the environment. They may be happy with the work in that particular job, but not with the environment. So that means their personality doesn't suit their... That we can identify in the 10th standard itself.
Okay, okay. Could you give an example and explain that?
Example again I will say, just a person, a student. He is forced to take, or he likes mathematics. Okay, he likes mathematics. He is very good in mathematics, and he was given the chance of going for what you call elective of mathematics, science mathematics. And then he or his parents, they again aim at engineering. Okay,
because he scored good marks in
good marks, yes, very good in mathematics, engineering. And after engineering, maybe he has to go to a job, is it not? In that job, the values which he has may not be on par with what is there in the job.
Okay.
For example, if a person is there who always likes continuous learning, there are personalities like that.
Of course.
That is his or her value.
Right.
Okay. And if he is asked to just sit and work as per the order from the boss, he will not be happy. He will get his fine salary, but he will not be happy in the work.
His personality and values doesn't suit
it
to the
in that
job.
environment. In that environment. So
Absolutely.
in psychometric, see, I'll again clarify it a little better. That is, in psychometric tests, what we actually do is, we will just look into 4 categories first. That is for the 11th, the person going to the 11th standard, 4 categories. That is a 4-dimensional analysis, psychometric analysis, wherein we test the personality. Personality says who you are in that particular environment. Okay? And then the next one is the interest. How you enjoy the work in that particular environment.
Okay, okay.
Okay?
That's very important.
That is very, very important. That is one thing. And the third thing is the skills and abilities, and also the learning styles. Which learning style he or she has to acquire a skill. Some people may be just reading, some may be just kinesthetic, that is having all, some may be or writing. So which one? Yeah, oral or whatever. And the fourth one and the very important one is the value. How he stays in that particular environment. So these 4 things are just analyzed. They are just categorized and analyzed, and then a report is taken and we study the report, and we discuss in detail with the student and the parents or whoever it is there, and then convince them. So actually the psychometric analysis and the career counseling is not a one-step process. What next? What is the next step? It is not only for that. It is a lifelong thinking process.
Okay.
So you will not be failed somewhere later in your life. That is the beauty of that.
Okay.
Okay.
That is a wonderful response, ma'am. Actually, you covered a lot of points, many things which I wanted to ask you when we go further. I mean, the first thing is, the career choices is not based merely on marks.
Not at all.
That's really important. And what we generally see, even teachers or parents, what they do to their children. Okay, for which subject you have got high marks. So this is, this is the career you can choose. But that may not be the interest or passion of that person. I remember a girl whom I helped. She chose B.Tech. Of course, it was her parents' desire, and but her passion was actually music. And of course, her grades and marks were high, and after started attending classes, she started realizing this is not my cup of tea. And she knew she could come out, in flying colors, even with the BTech. But this is not my choice. This is not what I want to do. So that dissatisfaction and disappointment, it led her to depression, and and she quit the course, and she went abroad to do some course in music and technology related, some program. So I have met many people like that. So people generally misunderstand this, and career choices are supposed to be made based on marks and sometimes peer pressure. There are many factors which affect career choices. Sometimes peer pressure. Okay, my friends are going to the particular location, to a particular institute.
Correct.
Or the popularity and the status of some profession, that also attracts even parents. And sometimes even parents think, okay, I couldn't do this, I couldn't make this happen.
Yeah.
Their unfulfilled wishes, they try to achieve through their.
That's true.
All these act as the basis of career choices in our culture. So this was a valid point. And another thing which I really liked what you said is, it's a lifelong process.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So because many people think the confusion about career choice, it disappears once they get into job. That is the misconception people have.
Yes.
But the reality is that if your personality doesn't fit to that disappointment and dissatisfaction is going to be there for lifelong. And to add what you said, I have met many people, and even people who were about to retire still carried a deep disappointment about their life. But if we look at their life through a society's view, they were settled. I would like to put that settled in inverted commas, settled people in terms of financial security, house, and everything was there, permanent job, stable salary, everything. But inside they think,
A vacuum.
yeah, a vacuum. Life was meaningless. This is not what I wanted to do. And I've seen many people changing their careers in the mid of their career. So it's a great message for the listeners that even if you have chosen a wrong path, and this is not not the end, you can change any time. And I also would like to ask you, this is a fear people have. Once they get into a career, they think even if it is not matching, they have to cope with that, and they have to take it for lifelong. And I think one of the main fear could be about age. Okay, because we have particular mindset about everything, that at this age we should be settled, and at this age we should do this. After a certain age we cannot choose a different career path, and we cannot follow our passion. So generally we have a lot of such convictions and mindset. So could you please tell, address that fear? I mean, there is a particular age for career choices and a shift in career choices.
Yes, Nisha, what you said is the conflict between the personality and the interest.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
So, personality may be okay, but the interest is different. So, what I would say is that if you are not happy in that particular environment, if you have real interest, we can find, evaluate your interest also. If you have a real interest, you can make up. You can develop the skills and abilities to make up at any age. Age is not a factor at all. Because nowadays, there are so many opportunities for developing your skills and abilities. Not like earlier days when there were only schools, colleges and all. No? Now there are very many ways wherein you can develop. You may be knowing, I am also developing many skills.
Of course,
even at this age. Okay,
yeah.
so that is interesting. That is interesting, and that will make your life meaningful and happy. You will be happy at the end, is it not?
Especially because of technology and the development of digital platforms.
That's what I told you.
Yeah.
See, when I was young, I mean, I wanted to go for a postdoc, this one. So, Newcastle upon Tyne, there is a university in the Newcastle upon Tyne. I was discussing with the professor there, and the way I discussed was, I was just having, their airmail was there, no? Those days airmail was there. Through the airmail, it takes 1 month or 2 months for us to get a response, because we cannot even go in the air or somewhere. But nowadays, in fraction of a second, the best of the scientists will talk to you if you have interest.
Yes.
If you have interest.
Yes.
So that opportunity is there. Don't get disappointed at this age.